Honestly, I don't know what to say, because this video was, I was supposed to have had mad videos out at this point. And I know what everybody's gonna say. They're gonna be like, why the fuck did you not release shit when you said literally around this time last year that you were gonna start? Okay, I get it. Because I was honestly looking back and I was like, that shit is so fucking crazy. Respectfully, when I had announced that I wanted to do it, and I had started this, I was like, oh my God, it's time to start my YouTuber journey. Because I've always wanted to be a YouTuber, as I previously stated in my other videos that you can watch. But I think during that time I was a little bit like off my rocker because something triggered me. So you know when something triggers you and like you feel the overwhelming need to be productive? Like, you know, like when you wake up at 3 a.m., like when you start realizing you're watching like weight loss videos, or like people having like their best career like videos, or like people that were like poor and now they're like wealthy videos and shit, and like they were just a regular person like you, and so now like you want to get your life together. You know, that was like the feeling that I had when I was making that. And it, like, I feel like I made that to specifically just do that. So now I'm filming the video because I actually really do want to post YouTube content. Excuse my cup in the back. I mean, I don't think it's that much of a mess. And then I have my vision board right there. But yeah, without further ado, let's just start the, oh wait, actually I have to tell you guys what I'm doing. Oopsies. Today I'm going to be filming a Q&A. I went and I asked all my socials questions, which I have on my iPad, that I will be answering today. I'm extremely unfiltered, so this is going to be a great opportunity for people that don't already know me in real life to get to know me now. I have plenty of people on the internet that are following me, and yeah, this is a great chance for everybody to just get to know who I am, and I'm very excited. So without further ado, let's begin. Yeah, let's go.
It's good like soul food. Parked up outside in the old school. The new me back with the OU. The dog always find his way back home, and it's so true. Later on, fall through and pop one.
Okay, so as I previously stated, all of the questions I will be answering are questions that were asked by everybody that I had. Honestly, I just fucking posted that not that long ago, a few hours ago. So yeah, I'm hoping in the future I can answer more questions, but for now, I will simply just be answering the ones that were asked of me. So let's get started with the very first question. So the very first question is, what's your favorite anime, or your top 3 favorite anime? My favorite anime, I don't specifically have a favorite anime, if I'm being honest. I have a top 3 favorite animes because those are animes that I just really enjoy. My favorite anime and my favorite anime right now and my top 3 anime are super different. So right now my favorite anime is My Hero. I love My Hero right now. I think it's a great anime. I was put on by the anime. I was not gonna watch it, but then somebody had put me on, and I was just, I love My Hero now. So that's my favorite anime. As far as my top 3 animes, in no order, by the way, because I don't think I could order them, or like order them 1, 2, 3. But I would say my top 3 animes that I've ever watched ever is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which I'm not that far in. It reigns supreme, and I'm not that far in, and I skipped the first part. I have to go back and watch it. I'm so sorry. But yes, definitely JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Berserk. I watched Berserk with an ex-boyfriend of mine who loves Berserk, and I just love Berserk. I don't really think he even realized how much I liked Berserk, but I genuinely really like Berserk, and so Berserk definitely earns its place in my top 3. Last but not least is, of course, Tokyo Ghoul. I love Tokyo Ghoul. Well, I love Tokyo Ghoul for the first like 2 seasons. No, like the first season. Once the second season came, I kind of stopped watching it like I was supposed to, because I felt like it was getting kind of fucked up. Was it the second season or the third season? I don't remember, but I need to go back and rewatch and really try to sit down and understand, because at the time where the second season, I believe, came out, or the third, one of the two, I don't remember, I have to go back and look, it got confusing as fuck, and it was just weird. So I have to go back and see what the fuck is going on. But yeah, those are my, I'm gonna try to stop cursing so much in this video, because what's wrong with you? Like, you curse like a sailor, be for real. The second question is, how did I get such perfect hair? My hair is not perfect. In fact, I have dyed my hair so many times. I'm not dyeing it no more. I'm not bleaching my hair anymore. Like right now I'm due for a color touch up because my hair is supposed to be a certain shade of brown. I'm due for a color touch up and I really have to do that. But as far as bleach, that's not going near my hair because I feel like my hair suffered a lot of breakage and things because it was dry. Like, it should be way better than what it is right now, but it's just like dry because of the bleach, and I'm still trying to find a good hair care routine. When I find one, I will film one. The hair care routine is low-key not there, but that's okay, that's fine. I'm still figuring it out. But yeah, I've done half and half, which in my editing right now, insert a half and half picture here. I had half and half. I've had full blonde. And I've had reddish hair that was supposed to be ginger, but it turned out red. And I've had my current hair right now, which I will show what it should look like if I touch it up right about now. Yes, so those are the hairs that I have had. I've had many. But yeah, hair care routine will come when I actually find one. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Next question. What do I like in a guy? Be fucking for real, because honestly I forgot that I was going, wait, I'm gonna like screenshot, I'm gonna read you guys the list. I have a list of what I want in a man, and I'm literally going to read that shit off. Wait just a second, it's on this, I'm filming on my phone, but I'm gonna screenshot it and send it to my iPad, and I'll be right back because I just need to read this off, because this, I expect nothing less from a man. Well, some of it as I'm reading it I'm gonna tell you guys, but like I'm gonna let you guys know right now, this is like what I expect out of a man, and I'm not, I don't want anything different. So wait, let me, okay, I'm back. I am here, I am back with my list. I had to retrieve my list really quick because I just had to bring this shit the fuck up. I'm gonna go through these kind of quickly because there's literally 50 things on this fucking list, and I don't give a fuck. Oh my god, okay, rewind and edit that out, Jada. And I don't care if everybody thinks it's unrealistic or whatever people think nowadays. Okay, so this is what it is. First thing is emotionally mature. I'm honestly not gonna touch on all of these because I honestly just feel like they're forward enough for you to know. The number one thing on this list is emotionally mature, honestly, and a lot of these things stemmed from my last relationship. I made this after my last relationship, or probably the end of it, because I was just so fed the fuck up. But this is based off of my trial and error through many relationships, but especially my past one, because I think that was like my last one, because I think that was my most serious one, and there was plenty of things that I felt like, I don't think I want a man that's like has this trait, because that's annoying as fuck. But anyway, let's continue. Has all of his own things. Honestly, that doesn't have anything to do with my past relationship, because he had his own things, because he did. But you have to have all of your own things. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be the only one with shit. Like, that's just annoying. I want him to be successful at every point of his life. You have to be clean. I'm not going to explain that to men because I'm convinced that they don't wash their ass. He needs to practice spirituality. I'm sorry, but if you're gonna look at me like I'm crazy when I'm burning sage, and when I'm like recharging my crystals, and when I'm reading tarot, and when I'm doing whatever spells or manifestations I'm doing, I don't want you, because I am not a woman of God, because I don't believe in God, and I'm not a Christian. Although I do respect these religions, that's just not me. And I want somebody that has the same views as me, because I'm not going to date someone that wants me to convert, because I am never converting who I am. But I respect everything. Like, I would date someone, like, and not to say I would not date somebody, like, if they had different views. I just don't want you to make fun of my views, and I don't want to be judged. And for that reason, that's why I'm like so like keen on having somebody like this. I don't want to have to change anything about my views, because I love my views, and it's not really a view, it's really just a practice, and like I mean, I guess it is a view how I view the world. But anyway, I don't want to touch too much on that because that's not even the point of this entire fucking video. Acknowledges nobody is perfect and we are all working to be better. I have been in relationships with people multiple times where I feel like they are extremely judgmental and they have their own problems. I feel like if you have your own problems, you shouldn't be going out your way to judge shit. Like, I just feel like a judgmental man is so fucking annoying. Like, I'm sorry, but no, like, I don't want that. Like, you either accept everybody for who they are and you don't, like, go out of your way to, like, be a weirdo, or you just don't talk to me, because I'm not like that. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and judge everybody's shit. Be fucking serious. Next one that I have on this list is text me good morning and good night, even if we aren't. Honestly, my phone just like told me that there's not enough storage, so I had to make some storage. Oopsies. Anyway, text me good night or good morning, like if we're not in the same vicinity. Like, I don't know, I just like shit like that. It makes me feel like you're thinking about me when you wake up and you're thinking about me before you go to bed, and I just feel like that's what you're supposed to do. The next thing on this list is constantly ask for pictures of me. If you're not obsessed with me, why the fuck are you even talking to me? You should want to see my face all the time. Are you stupid? Plans dates without me ever having to ask. That was my favorite thing about my last relationship, because he would always plan things without me asking. He always had something to do. And he always planned things like keeping me in mind. So he just planned things based off of what he genuinely thought I would like, or genuinely thought I would enjoy. So I really liked that. I think that's like a green flag in my book. The next one that I have here is gets me flowers once a week. You have to get me flowers once a week. Keep one. And if that one is dying, that means it's time for you to buy me another thing of flowers. Once a week is kind of a drag. Well, once a week is not really a drag, but it kind of is. Like every 2 weeks, because then I'm just gonna have a bunch of flowers, and you know, I'll do every 2 weeks. Or when when the one that you have starts to die, it's time for you to get me more flowers. So that's the other thing. Honestly, I'm not gonna read all of these because I just feel like I can make my own separate video on this. So I'll read like 2 more. He has to remember all of my favorite places, and he has to support my career and my choices. Those are the last 2 I'm going to say, because this is going to be so fucking long and I don't have time for that. So I'll make a separate video involving all the things I want in a man. But those 2 things, remembers all my favorite things, and he supports my career and choices. Those are really things that are very important to me. So those are just a few things. I have many more. I have a whole list more. I have 40 more things that I could honestly name that I want in a man, and that stems from me not settling. So yeah, that is the tea. So let's go on to the next question, Bookie. Is your future profession a nail tech? No. My future profession is being a successful business owner, not just a nail tech. The business that I want to own is a beauty bar. For all of you that don't know, I have a business called Diabla Vanity that I started. It's been a few years now, but Diabla Vanity, the name, the aesthetic, the logo, all of that was created in 2022, because before Diabla Vanity was Diabla Vanity, it was a different aesthetic. It was just a different thing. It was Nails by Jada, because I thought I only wanted to do nails, but I want to do everything and be certified in everything and create it into a business and open multiple beauty bars around the United States, especially, and it's based here in Brooklyn, New York. I'm not in Brooklyn, New York, I'm in Queens, but it's based in Brooklyn because that's where I will eventually be living and doing my work. So yeah, I don't just want to, my future profession is not just a nail tech, but I want to be a successful business owner. I want to have employees, I want to be a great CEO, and I want to run my business ethically with morals, and that's what I want for my business. So I'm very excited to be having a move on, which I will speak more about that also in a separate video, because that would be a great way to get a video out there talking all about my business, how I started it, and how it's going at that point, because right now it's a little bit difficult. So yeah, I hope that answers your question, and let's move on to the next one. The next question I have is, what's the color of my room? It's like a gray color. If I were to change the color, I don't know what color I would change it to though, to be honest with you. Maybe, know what color. Maybe like, honestly, like a forest green and have a lot of plants in here and everything. I really like that. But for the most part, I like having a neutral color because I like to change my room thing like a lot. So maybe a cream color I would have. Probably a cream color because I can change. I love changing the different styles of my room. So to have it one color is just, it's just a lot. I don't know. It's just a lot. Oh! So let's move on to my next question. My next question is, do I have a Snap? Who is using Snap still in 2023? No shade to the person that just asked me this. I understand. I get it often, but I just want to say this. Last time I was on my Snap was a few months ago, just out of curiosity, and there is not a soul on that app. Get off of Snapchat, please. We are past that. It is now 2023. Let's try something else other than Snap, please. Because Snap to me is just not it right now. I'm sorry. Sometimes I go on Snap to remind the hoes, but I stopped doing that shit, like, honestly, the beginning of last year. I don't like Snap. I hate it. It's just annoying. Like, I don't know. I'm over it as fuck. Next question. What is your favorite part of your body? My favorite part of my body... I don't hate my body, but I don't know if I really have a favorite part of my body. I love my birthmark. I would say if I were to choose anything, my birthmark is definitely my favorite part of my body. I think it's so cute. My birthmark is my favorite part of my body. I love it. It's very identifying. I think it's very unique. I love my birthmark. That's my girl, please. Me and her, we've been through it. Fun fact, my mom thought it was skin cancer when I was born. My next question is, do I have an imaginary friend? No, I don't have an imaginary friend, but when I was younger, I did have an imaginary friend and I would talk to trees. I was very connected with nature. I love talking to trees. I love talking to nature. That was like a big thing for me. So yeah. The next question I have is very spicy. The next question is, are you submissive or dominant? Be fucking serious. I would say I'm submissive, but I like to switch sometimes. I don't know what it is, but lately, in the last like 6 months or so, 7 months, maybe even the last year, I really like switching. So sometimes I like being manhandled. Well, most of the time, 98% of the time, I'm very submissive. And then the other 2% of the time, I would say I like to dabble and experiment a little bit more. Yeah. Okay, so my next question, I'm sorry, they're popping up. I'll answer these last two. My next question is, am I single? Yes, I am single. I have been single for a while now. I am very single. Don't know. Yeah, I am single. Well, yeah, I'm single. I'm single right now. Nothing wrong with being single. There really isn't. Honestly, I'm used to being single more than in a relationship because usually if I'm in relationships, they're very long term. So I'm never in between. I'm either fully all the way single or I am in a long-term relationship. I'm not big on like dating multiple people at once. I just like, there's nothing wrong with dating multiple people at once, but I don't know, usually when I am like talking to somebody or I like somebody, I just seem to like stumble across them and I just like to talk to them, which honestly has never helped me. I'm not gonna lie to you, keeping all of your eggs in one basket is fucking embarrassing. I'm starting to realize because not everybody that I've been interested in I have dated, if that makes sense. So yeah, my next question and my last question of this video is, what is my ideal date? My ideal date is very like, I like stuff that's kind of personal. I don't like going to the movies on a first date because I just feel like we're sitting there and we don't even know each other and we're just being quiet as fuck watching this movie. Why would we do that? My ideal date, which I think my ideal date has really changed as I've gotten older. I'm 24 now, so my ideal date at 19 is very different than my ideal date at 24. If you want to ask me on a date, okay, you have to plan the date. I like my ideal dates, especially a first date. Now, I'm going to specifically talk about this being a first date because like I don't mind any date that someone plans for me and they plan it and they put the time, I will go. Of course I'll go. But for a first date, my ideal date is talking like over a nice dinner. I think that's so intimate and nice, like especially if it's a more intimate restaurant. Like if we're going out to dinner and it's like more of a quieter restaurant, more of a restaurant where we have a little bit more privacy and we can really talk to each other. I think that is my ideal date. And you know, because me, I always show up and I always look good for my date. So that is my ideal date. Talking, maybe we can take a walk in the park afterwards. Yeah, things like that. I love that. On top of that, I feel like if you're planning dates, especially the first date, I'm assuming that you're trying to impress me. So I'm assuming that you want to, I'm being sought after. So if I'm being sought after, I'm sorry, like my standards are, if you want me to get out the house with you, there's plenty of other people that want me to get out the house and go out with them. Like plenty of other people that do. You have to fucking stand out. If I'm telling you that what my ideal date is, there are other things that go into that. So you better either pick me up or send an Uber there and back for me, okay? You have to do that. I feel like you have to have flowers ready for me because it's a sign of appreciation and you're trying to impress me because you like me. Why the fuck are you doing the bare minimum if you're trying to get somebody that you really like? You know what I mean? And I don't think these expectations are a big thing because I feel like a lot of times, especially with men, they expect like sex after a date, for me to like bust my legs open after a date, or they expect since they bought me a fucking lobster and steak dinner that was like, I don't know, maybe like $120 just for me, like they're thinking like, oh, if I buy her this $120 dinner, she's gonna like open her legs and that's what I want from her. No. So I don't feel like me saying what I'm saying about having an Uber there and back for me, and having flowers ready for me and bringing me to a nice restaurant and sitting there and really talking to me and getting to know me is too much. Because it don't be too much for y'all to fucking sit here and ask somebody that you don't even really know if I can spread my legs for you. So I don't care. That's my ideal date and I'm always standing on it. And if somebody doesn't want to bring me on a date like that, okay, that's fine. There's somebody out there that will. And lastly, I know I said the last question. This is a bonus question because I just saw it pop up. I am a Gemini queen. If you haven't guessed, I'm a Gemini and I love being a Gemini. And I'm a Gemini sun, Capricorn rising, and a Sag moon. I always forget the order. But yeah, my Cancer is in Venus and my Mars is in Libra. Yeah. Okay guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching my video. I have had so much fun making this video. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching and subscribe if you want to see more of me. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.